Alrighty, Steeler Nation. So one more, just one more Kenny Pickett video. G'day guys, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. So this video, I'm just kind of commenting on what I talked about yesterday with, did Kenny Pickett leave, a bad smell, or did he do anything wrong on the way out? Got a lot of comments, over 1.5 thousand views, all that kind of stuff. Kenny Pickett is really the hot topic. And I did say in that video, I'm not too worried about his comments. How he left the organization, how he wanted out, put his hand up and said, you know what, I want to go. But I do want to throw some comparison into, I guess there's a lot of dislike, a lot of amount of hate for Kenny Pickett. I don't really understand overly, and for also don't really care that much, to be honest. But in the video I made yesterday, so many comments, and I said, did Kenny Pickett leave on bad terms? And we had over 55 comments going crazy. But I do want to bring one up to set the scene. Still out west here says, Mark, I think you have a lot of negative towards Kenny. Is him not wanting to fight for his job here? Even the Steelers went back on their word to him. If you're an alpha male, you're going to come in and go, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to take the starting job over Russell Wilson to prove you how much they screwed up. No, the first thing out of your mouth is, I want out of here to trade. That's why it's good riddance. We don't want you. I was a KP8 supporter. At the same time, I can't support him anymore. So that kind of is the vibe around Kenny Pickett the last 2 years. And yes, he's gone. We now have Justin Fields and we have Russell Wilson. But I still think I don't know. I don't know who's right or wrong, right? Because you had this other report out there too via Jared Dulac, and this came out 2 or 3 days ago. Said the Steelers have made the move because of the way Kenny Pickett was poorly handling the arrival of Russell Wilson 5 days ago, according to sources in the building. That came on the heels of Pickett's behavior last season when he refused to dress as the third quarterback in Seattle in Week 17, when Jerry Dulac now, announced trading QB Pickett to the Eagles per source. One thing I do find kind of funny though, and I'm going to put my comparison at the very end. I do find it kind of funny that the Steelers fans who didn't like Kenny Pickett, a lot of you guys out there, I know you're out there, let me know, didn't like Kenny Pickett, and a lot of, dislike, hatred, he sucks, he's terrible, and you're saying, we don't want to see Kenny Pickett play. But the minute he tries to leave and get out of the organization, you're annoyed at the way that he left. So I'm trying to put those two things together. First of all, you don't want him to play. You think he sucks. He's bad at football. Can't throw a pass. 14 TDs, 14 interceptions, and you think he's an awful, awful bust quarterback. All those things under the tree, right? But the minute that Kenny Pickett might say to the organization, you know what, I don't want to be here, trade me, Steeler Nation loses their mind as a collective whole and starts to go after Kenny Pickett and says, we don't want you anyway because you left us. Isn't it a good thing that he's leaving because if you don't want him to play? That's what I'm trying to put those two together. Now, here's my comparison. I did say that. So in terms of this comment from West, with the negativity, all that kind of stuff, not him not fighting for a job. I've always fought hard for jobs. I'm all about competition, so I understand that. But at the same time, I need to respect other people's comments, views, all those kind of things. And I can put it to a sense in this comparison. I was really, really far against Claypool. I know a lot of fans out there couldn't also stand Claypool, but other fans could be, I guess, their favorite player could have been Claypool, right? But when I was watching him play, the minute I saw him do the first down point, all the TikToks, all these kind of things, I have done numerous upon numerous videos bagging out Claypool. So I guess I can kind of see it. If Kenny Pickett wasn't your guy, and then the next minute that he was being quarterback number 2 and Russell Wilson was quarterback number 1, and if he didn't handle it, and he said he wanted out, and then you guys view him that way, maybe it's just the way it goes. I don't know. I don't think, to me, it's that big of a deal that Kenny Pickett said, by the way, coach, get me out. Can I be traded away somewhere? Maybe we'll get a fresh start. But I did find it funny where in that whole, I guess in the last 5 days, where it was getting Russell Wilson signed, and then Kenny Pickett being traded, and then even with Jerry Dulak's comment where he was poorly handling the arrival of Russell Wilson, that meaning that Kenny Pickett, I guess people who dislike Kenny Pickett weren't happy with his overall attitude with someone else coming into the Steelers. But if you didn't like his football play, what would it matter anyway? I don't know. Maybe I'll never understand. I don't know. This has probably been one of the last times I probably try and talk about Kenny Pickett unless something super crazy happens. He's now an Eagle. We have Justin Fields. We have Russell Wilson. Later on today, another video will come out. But yeah, I'm not super worried about Pickett, poorly handling it, according to sources, with all the behavior and not dressing. But if you guys are like, man, you want to see, I don't know, TJ Watt suplex Kenny Pickett into the ground, that's up to you. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later.